Power consumption is a little bit tricky term, because in marketing materials, some other companies are liking to show that they have very low power consumption, which is not true. And if people are facing real life situations, they will see how the power consumption can be like twice or threefold more than it was declared at the moment of marketing pitch. Yeah, so I've seen somebody from our competitors saying that it's 285 kilowatts of power necessary as average, but it doesn't mean nothing. Yeah, because I would like to compare this like with the saying that there is an average temperature in a hospital. If you imagine such a situation, you know, maybe somebody is already dead and he has zero temperature, and somebody else is having fever. So what does it give you if you know the average temperature between these two guys? It gives nothing. Yeah, it's not accurate. It's big misconception. Yeah. So in this business, in this operation of wind tunnels, it's very important who are you flying. Yeah. If your customers are small guys, small kids, it's one consumption. If your customers are big guys, or in some cases some pro flyers, it's totally different picture. Yeah. And I will give stage back to Andy, because he has seen this all during his many years of instructor experience. Yeah, Andy, can you talk about these different body positions and different power consumptions as a result?
Yeah, sure, thanks. So yeah, as you said, it's very much relative to what you're doing in the tunnel and how big you are and etc. And so what you can see on the screen is you got three types of belly flyers. The far left one, 150 kilometers an hour, is going to be your kids and very small adults. And this is pretty much the lowest speed that you're going to be using, lowest power that you're going to be using flying on your belly. And you move up through and you got your kind of adult standard size. The middle is very much your average power consumption for most belly flyers, which is where people do a lot of their flying on their belly. Then it moves up to the real big guys over 6'5", guys with big bellies. They're going to really max out on the belly speeds. And then sit fly, you're going to need some more speed again. Each time you change the position, your body position, you're going to need slightly more wind. The less surface of your body is exposed to the wind. Makes sense, right? You got more weight in a smaller space. And then you move up to head down. This is the fastest position that there is going. And you're going to need, even at the start, you're going to need way more than people's belly speeds, all the way up to not quite max, but close to max for the real big guys doing head down. And this is all relative to people's abilities, right? As well. Once someone learns to sit fly on a low speed and really ices off their technique on the low speed, they're going to want to play around on the high speeds in that same position. But what we find is the high speeds really they're more of a plaything, or for performances, or doing very specific skills. And then if you really want to progress in this sport, you're going to be using a lot of the lower speeds to do the progression. You need this technical prowess comes from spending a lot of time on agonizing low speeds, and then you put that together and play on the high speeds. But in general, it goes, belly sit, head down is your highest speeds, and the more you go through that tree as well, the less flyers you get, because not everyone is going to stick around, obviously, to be able to learn head down. It's a more advanced position.
Yeah, okay. Now we can move on to a bit more technical data. So here on the screen, you can see now the power versus speed curve for the R4 wind tunnel. And for example, you can very clearly see that the relationship between the speed and the power, it's not proportional. So for example, once you increase the speed just by 30% from 180 kilometers per hour to, let's say, 230, then you need to increase the power by twofold, so from 240 to 570, so even more than 2 times the power to reach that increased speed. So in summary, this basically means that by simply stating your median power consumption for the wind tunnel, this doesn't actually give you the real picture, because it all comes down to who you're flying. Either it's small children, or it's larger sized people, or it's pro flyers.